All right, you guys, here we go again. Different day, same old bullshit. Just the same old bullshit. Give me a second while I queue up, live what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing this on StreamYard on the internet, as well as me talking to you guys as I'm talking to you guys right now. It's been a while. Hope you guys are washing your hands. This pandemic doesn't look like it's going to be ending anytime soon. And it's just a damn shame, because now all these city governments are taking advantage of people. And it's amazing to me how people just comply, with the same old bullshit, So I'm going to create a broadcast here. We're going to go into it. Check me out on the War Zone with Jerry Wayne Monroe, the 5-star general, Dimitri K, and Donovan, Saadiq himself. Today is Malcolm X's birthday. Isn't it ironic that the Congressional Black Talkers have not made one statement about it? It's just amazing. When it comes to black issues, these people don't care. They just really don't care. So let's get into it. We're going to go live on the video show and, let them see what we're about. But school's coming to an end. I passed all my classes for those that I guess give a damn. Most of you guys don't. So, I just wanted to put that out there. I'm still alive, a while, running around, and I'm doing, what I need to do. So here we go. We're going live. We are live now. Hey, I think we're live. Are we up? I just wasted the last 20 minutes of my life on some bullshit. I've never seen a bunch of corrupt assholes in my life. It's just a damn shame. The way our politics have been going. It's a shame. I don't want people to think that I'm not paying attention. I do show up for the shows. If you guys are Moreno Valley residents and you did not tune in to the Zoomcast, I don't ever want to be invited to that again, because when the idiot mayor can't take the heat and he mutes people and he cuts off their video, that goes to show you what he thinks, I cannot wait until I catch this guy on the street. I cannot wait, because I'm going to give him a serious piece of my mind. What a piece of shit. What a total piece of shit. That's leadership? That's what it's come down to? And where in the fucking America are you an elected official and you're talking about benefits for people that aren't even here legally? When did that shit start happening? Why aren't our citizens, like the ones up in Michigan, going up to the city council with their guns and whatever to take Mr. Kerberos out of City Hall and get it straight with him? Okay? We don't encourage illegal immigration here in this country. Moreno Valley council members do. Total bullshit. You guys better wake up, man. The writing's on the wall. This pandemic has exposed a lot of stuff, and I'm just sick of it. I'm just totally sick of it. Do I think human beings, need to starve? Absolutely not. But don't throw shit like that up in people's taxpayers' faces. That's the one thing you don't do. We're going to give them help. How about giving the citizens of Moreno Valley and the Inland Empire help? It's such total bullshit. It's just amazing. And the sad thing about all of this, you guys let it happen. Oh, now you're out of work. Now you're paying attention now, aren't you? Now you're worried when that next check is going to come, huh? But Donovan, Saadiq, and the Hot Seat podcast, and all of those people who have been telling you what has been going on. Now you want to say something. Now you're concerned. Where's your next meal coming from? Amazing, isn't it? Now you're seeing the corrupt people for who they are. Is the city council taking a pay cut? Is city council taking a pay hiatus? Huh? Are they? Remember, they're ceremonial. We have city staff that we pay. And that scumbag Mike Lee, who came here from West Covina, we attract all the scumbags. But you're out of work. Is the city council taking a moratorium on their salary? Ceremonial leaders? You guys didn't know that, did you? You think that, the mayor, he runs the city. No, he doesn't. Do your homework, for Christ's sakes. Let me look at the comments real quick. Oh, Shantae, why are you laughing at me? Do not invite me to that shit ever again. Oh my God, I never saw such bullshit. In America, the last I checked, we are a nation of laws. Every time these idiots get up there, elected officials, it's one thing if you're a citizen saying, well, I think we got to help the illegal Americans that are here and the Africans and all that. You never hear them say that stuff. You don't sit there and say what you're going to do for non-tax-paying citizens. We're paying for these idiots. Oh my God. Don't do it. And you saw my facial expression. That I think that's why they muted me. You saw I was like, this is bullshit. This is total bullshit. Because I was on the podcast. And I was just like, this is bullshit. Man, these guys the shit was so full of bullshit, their eyes were brown. That's how stacked up it was. Oh my God. You guys are out of work. You would think a ceremonial mayor would say, you know what? Everybody's out of work. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what the city council is going to do. We are going to forego our monthly salaries, and we're going to take that money and put it into a food bank so that we can give out food and things to help people. No, not our council. No. Me first. La familia. You know, it's just sad. And that's what happens when you don't have diversity on a city council. When you got 4 Hispanics up there, and I'm not saying just because you have 4 Hispanics up there that it's a bad thing. But when you have 4 Hispanics that don't give a damn about anybody else but their own, there's a problem. I mean, Dave Marquez, good friend of mine, yeah, we understand you're outnumbered, but go down swinging, brother. Go down swinging. You should be up there saying this is some bullshit. But no, Dave's now become a politician. He's going along to get along. What the fuck is this? High school politics? You're dealing with people's lives here. If I was dealing with an election coming up, that's one of the first things I would say. I said, hey, man, I'm taking my money, I'm foregoing my salary, and I'm going to go into my district, and I'm going to start distributing food and start talking to people so I could get reelected. But no, we don't do that. I'm Victoria Baca, and we're doing really good in the neighborhood, all the businesses. What the fuck is she talking about? What businesses? What businesses? The businesses that we had to lay off their damn employees. And don't let her fool you. Half of those businesses in Day Street is in Riverside. Half the street is Riverside, half the street is Moreno Valley. And the Moreno Valley side laid off a lot of workers. Jesus, don't fall for it, people. Please, wake up. Don't ever invite me to that again. I'm never going to do I can't stand it. I can't stand these people. I don't like what they're doing to the city. I'm in my 43rd year of residency here. 43 years. I predate the city. And I see these scumbags come here and just destroy the city. I mean, they're scumbags. Mike Lee is a scumbag from West Covina, and now he's the permanent city manager. Do you see how these people, they all know each other and they all hire each other? But everybody comes to Moreno Valley because it's a free-for-all here. Do you know at one time we had the highest paid elected official in the United States? Our city attorney, I keep saying attorney, our city manager made more than the president of the United States. But we get scumbags. Michelle Dawson, scumbags. Now we got scumbag Mike Lee. A yes ball. Yes, balsa. Could somebody please stand up to these people? And if you were in that meeting, you would notice as soon as I showed my face and they let me in the meeting, because I was waiting to get in the meeting for over 20 minutes, and they wouldn't let me in. I don't know what, well, I know why, but. So I'm finally in, and you should have seen the faces on some of those people. I mean, it was just the face of fear. Donovan is, oh my God, let him in. I mean, I'm one of those people, I'm very expressive in my face. So when I hear bullshit, it's bullshit. Food banks. Now, I'm going to calm down a little bit and I'm going to talk about this. This is what we're talking about. How great of a city do we live in when we have to invent food banks for everybody? Where's your tax base? Where's this great economy that was created by all these freaking warehouses? Can somebody please explain that to me? Since we have all these warehouses, why do we need food banks? People should have been making money over hand and fist. But no, we have an economy that is based on the have-nots. What have I been saying for years now? Whoa, Donovan, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, that crazy black man over there. And I know you use the N-word. But you're not but you're too smart to do it in my face. So kudos to you about that. Everybody's like, oh, trying to be nice. This is not the time to be nice. This is the time about survival. Our police force is doing a great job. They better. We pay them a significant amount of money. 8 people on patrol at any given time in a town of 208,000 people. I read the paper. Carjackings, killings, murders. Great job, cops. You guys are doing great. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So now you got Ito doing what he wants to do to the Northeast. He's got his paid for city council. You know, I'm going to tell you, I am so disappointed when black elected officials get involved with corrupt people. I mean, to me, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. Integrity to me is everything. Carla Thornton with her rotten tooth, just up there, I'm Dr. Thornton. Fuck your title. Fuck that. You ain't shit. Because you don't have any integrity. A doctor without integrity ain't shit. And you ain't even a medical doctor. You ain't shit. Oh, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. But again, it's election season. It's Moreno Valley. This is right now in the Inland Empire, we are the corruption capital. It's been going on for over 8 years, if not longer. And I just don't know what you guys are going to do about it. Hey, Shalinda. Shalinda has come on. And she says, am I mad? Do I seem mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm doing very well. How's that new baby doing? I know you got your hands full over there. Now you got your 2 sons. God has blessed you very well. Please, you guys, stop. Kids are expensive. Take it from me. Kids are expensive, okay? And what it is I get tired of dealing with these scumbags. I really do. I really do. Yeah, they're wearing you out, but guess what? Mama, nothing against Mr. Jones, But mama's going to be taken care of because you got 2 sons. Ain't no son's going to let their mama just be without anything. As much as me and my mom get into it, hey, my mom's, she wants for nothing. So you've been blessed. Trust me, you've been blessed. Just get back together, get yourself together, get back into it, and let's get some leadership in this city, some new leadership. No, LaDonna Jimson is not the answer. I was on another show called The War Zone, and we were talking about, you had some people coming in there chiming in saying, oh, well, if you don't get Trump out of there, what leader should you have? As a black person, does it matter? Does it really matter? Trump ain't shit. You think Jim Crow Joe Biden is going to do anything for black people? In this town, when you're black, you get nothing in this town unless you're Hispanic. And that's a fact. Somebody prove me wrong. Well, yeah, Shalinda, I know you don't take any time off. She says, I'm always working, even behind the scenes. And you know this, man, and you're not the only one. And this is what I've been trying to tell people. You shouldn't have to work and be so distracted to not know what's going on in your city. Decisions are being made with your tax dollars, and you're not even being consulted. You got over 30 restaurants, Mexican restaurants that have come and gone in Moreno Valley in the last 6 years. It's just sad. It's just sad. And then now we got this scumbag Mike Lee leading the city. It is sad. Hey, you guys, today is Malcolm X's birthday. Not one black leader has mentioned, the Congressional Black Talkers has even said one word about it. Think about it. Why is that? You got one so-called black hoe on the city council of Moreno Valley. She didn't mention it. Oh, by the way, that same hoe has a dirty tooth. What do you think about that? Black leadership, huh? Black pride, huh? Do for self, huh? Yes, I'm talking about Carla Thornton. Yes, I am. Perfect description, right? I'm a single mom. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? And, oh, you shouldn't call her a hoe. Anybody that takes money to do a task is a hoe. She's a political hoe against her own people. That's the truth. Please tell me any other definition you might have for it. When you can't do what you think is right, but you have to do what somebody else tells you you got to do for the money. One of the greatest singers that ever did it in the disco era, Donna Summer. She works hard for that money. She gets on her knees for it, honey. She works hard for that money, so you bet her, give her the money right. Something like that. But I do want to thank the people that are at least monitoring the meetings. But it's very discouraging. You've got this Hispanic-led, wrongly led group of people who don't even care about their people. Who would bring for their people low-wage jobs? Sad. So let me get this straight. You have a group of people that you represent, that you come from, and you think that the best that they can do is warehousing, $9 an hour jobs. And people stop saying it's $15 an hour. It isn't. It isn't. It's not $15 because it isn't a direct hire. It isn't a direct hire, so stop it. Stop it. That whole thing has been disproven. So that it's been disproven. Okay? Stop fooling yourselves. It is what it is. $9 an hour. And now they're going to bring in the robots because they figured out they don't need you. And we have been telling you guys this for you. This is what's going to happen. The trucking industry, when that gets automated, I don't feel sorry for no fucking truckers. I don't. Fuck them. If we don't stand together as workers, well, not me, but If you workers don't stand together, they're just going to crush you. So when the trucks become automated, those guys got to go too. Piloting airplanes, that's pretty much automated. The only reason the pilot is there to make you feel good. And that's what my skill is in. Am I mad about it? I'm not. It is what it is. It's just very sad. It's very sad. It's sad. No, it's not fuck everybody. What it is, and that's Shantae. It's those people. The people that aren't thinking to the future, the common good. We've got away from the fucking common good. I had a guy on my show earlier on a different channel, and he was saying, I'm an exceptional Negro. Well, good for you. But good for you. So, you did what you were supposed to do, whatever the deal is, right? Great. You're an exceptional Negro. But just because you're an exceptional Negro, without the rest of us, how long do you think you're going to last in America by yourself? Exceptional Negro. That's what I'm talking about. We have to come together as voters and owners of this city and start electing the right people. If we want a full-time mayor with a salary, let's vote that in. Why are we paying for a scumbag city manager and then paying a salary of a ceremonial mayor? That doesn't make sense. And now they're on the network talking about food banks. People have the average homes here of $450,000, $450,000. And we're talking about food banks for the citizens of Moreno Valley, and everybody's happy about that? That's crazy. This ain't Skid Row. Well, it's getting there. This ain't San Bernardino. Well, the base closed at San Bernardino in March, closed and went to a reserve base. And if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to close that bit. We're on the same road. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? I know you guys don't want to hear this, but a lot of you guys now understand what the WLC wars were about, what we were talking about. You see it. If you are not an essential worker right now and you're sitting at home and you don't know what is going to happen, because notice the so-called fourth stimulus package by the Democrats did not address anything to do with black people. It did not address a moratorium on rent, mortgage, or credit bureau reporting. Now, wouldn't that help you more so than another one-time payment of $1,200? City of Paris put a moratorium on their rent and mortgages, which I think, and I applaud them for doing that, but that's not going to save the people when the moratorium is over because their credit's being destroyed. So Shantae says, no, it's not. Wait, let me say this in my Shantae voice, because she has a beautiful voice, you guys. No, it's not that we don't want to hear it. You just aren't sugarcoating it anymore. I can't. We're in a pandemic. Some of you guys haven't worked in 2 or 3 months. I can't sugarcoat this anymore. For black people, specifically black people, we are 12 years from being a slave. It's actually less than 12 years. The pandemic has exposed, it's exposed the economic hierarchy. Guess who's at the bottom? People that look like me. Guess who's number 2? Hispanics. Guess who's number 3? Whites. Surprised by that, aren't you? And guess who's number 4 and at the top? Asians. Asians make in their community and save $1.12. A white person saves $1. Hispanics save about 77 cents to every dollar that they bring in. Black people save about 64 cents, I think it was, or something like that, 67. We're at the bottom. But we're the number one consumer. So reverse that. Reverse cake it. We're the number one consumer. I'm trying to get you guys to understand we are in an emergency situation. Black people were the last ones hired, first ones fired. Hispanics practice group economics. I got neighbors that are doing all kinds of stuff to their properties and upgrading it and doing all that stuff because they have the skill. They might not have the education, but they have the skill. And they're just working together. My black neighbors, no skills. But they're going to pay. I had one of my black neighbors say, Donovan, could you come in and put in some recessed lighting? Why would I do that? I'm 50 years old. I'm too old to be doing that stuff for free anymore. It's a shame, you guys. It's a shame. So Ito's trying to rezone the Northeast End, and I'm with those people in spirit, but again, I can't fight everybody's battles, especially when people don't want to fight my battle. So I had to grow away from that a little bit. I'm with them in spirit. If they need me to do anything, I'm more than happy to, give my input. But the fact of the matter is, they got their issues, I've got my issues, and it's obvious that I'm here by myself. So I understand it. But for those guys that are still in the fight, good luck. I mean, money, it's hard to fight big money. It just is. When you got a guy that is paying off the district attorney, the council members, the police force, he gives to everybody and makes sure nothing gets done. It's sad. I mean, the average person doesn't have a chance. We haven't even talked about the white flight that's happened. You've had people that have been here for over 3 and 4, 5 decades that are gone now. Past council members, even the bad ones, left. All heading to Arizona. That must be a scumbag capital, Arizona. Now, and I'm not saying everybody that went to Arizona is a scumbag. I'm just saying even the scoundrels have gone to Arizona. Because I guess you can live a lot better there. It's just a sad situation. And now people that are stuck, you guys feel helpless, but you keep voting these scumbags in office. That's the problem. You guys keep voting the same people in office, and we're never going to win like that. And then, if you don't vote and you keep voting the same people, District 1 right now, LaDonna Jimson, she's running for the office, and she's so proactive, and everybody says, give her a chance, Donovan. It's like Nyron Johnson's saying, Ito, WLC, pay to look the other way. I'm not mad at Ito for having the money to do that. That's if you can get away with it, great. But can somebody please take this man to jail? Jesus. You see what having a businessman for a president does to a country. Every president that we've had that had a business acumen was a shitty president. I'm sorry. Look it up. Look it up. LaDonna Jimson is not the answer. In Baltimore recently, Kwame Mafuse, 71 years old, got reelected to a seat he previously held before he left to go run the NAACP. And the NAACP ain't shit. What have they done around here? Any organization that lets other people join it ain't a shit organization. I'm sorry. That's a shit organization. Could I join the Hispanic League? Am I allowed to join that? Can I join the Hispanic La Familia Club? No, I have to be Hispanic. That's the thing. Only in the black community can you join, and you don't even have to be of their race, but you're going to take their resources. I quit the Tuskegee Airmen in San Diego chapter. We went down there for the annual scholarships. Not one scholarship was given out to a black recipient. Not one. I quit. I'm done. But guess who was running that organization. Baby boomers, people of the baby boomer age. Oh, we got to be inclusive. No, we don't. Our resources are limited as it is. It's called the Tuskegee Airmen. I don't remember any Tuskegee Airmen that were Hispanic and white background. But I'm the crazy guy. And then you got these young people here who don't have any opportunities because these other races are coming in and taking the scholarships. But I'm the bad guy. Take the black off of your moniker and just open it up. If that's what you want to do, I'm cool with that. But don't call it a specific black group and that isn't what it is. Because anybody understands, well, to get this scholarship, the main thing you got to be is black. Because when you go to the Hispanic ones, they say, well, you've got to have Hispanic background. La familia. It's sad. Behind me here is my emoji of how I feel about Moreno Valley and the politics in Moreno Valley. I think it's pretty close. It's got the hair chin here, the stubble right here. I think it's pretty close. What do you guys think? Close? Yeah, well, other than the ears. I know my Spock ears come out. But the NAACP ain't shit. None of these black groups, they've all sold out. The baby boomers, and I'm not talking about all of them. You guys know what I'm talking about. The pastors, they've sold out. Right now, anybody living in Moreno Valley and you're a member of a church and your lights, even though they're not going to cut your utilities off right now, but you're behind in your payments, is the benevolent fund open? Somebody please answer that. Is the benevolent fund open? Well, I'd like to help you, sister. I know you've been tithing here for 30 years, but, the benevolent fund is, Even the pastors went up to Trump and got themselves a bailout so that they can continue with their salaries. What is that telling you guys? Our city council, they're still accepting their money. Where's your paycheck? I'm on a fixed income, but guess what? I get residual money from my stocks, so I'm fine. We know some of you guys out there are doing really, really good. Shantae's always balling, so we're not worried about her. But what about the benevolent fund, you guys? How's your pastor doing? We're in a pandemic. You guys have lost your jobs, and he's still saying you got to reach a little deeper. Just a little bit deeper. Y'all ain't reaching deep enough. My Cadillac is getting a little old. But Kwame Mufuse, Baltimore wasn't shit when he left, and now he's coming back 20-something years later at 71 years old. What changes is he possibly going to make other than to be a Democratic lackey? So now LaDonna Jimson wants to run again at her age, and I don't know exactly how old LaDonna is. Last I checked, she was 38? I don't know. However, she had her chance and she blew it. And not only did she blow it, she didn't even, she didn't know what to do. So why are you running when you have no... I've gone to her platform. I even asked her, what is your platform? I've been in the community for 30 years as a public servant, and I'm a former council member. And, I just need to run because if Victoria Baca stays in there, and what's going to change? That's like saying, well, if we keep Trump in there, for black people, what could be any worse? We had a black president and nothing changed. If anything, it got worse. Well, I'm running because somebody's got to run against her. And look, you guys, in all seriousness, LaDonna is a very sweet lady. Yeah, Nyron, I say dummy-cratic. So, I do a lot of those things. But anyway, LaDonna is a very well-meaning, intentional person. But this is not high school politics. Look at the people we're dealing with. They have been given an agenda and a white envelope. Several white envelopes from Highland Fairview to do Highland Fairview bidding. The only way you are going to beat these people is to bring out new people. LaDonna Jimson was in there for 2 years. I showed you guys the video. LaDonna was just doing their talking points like she's part of the team. We need new leaders. I'm too old to do it. I tried. It is what it is. Where are you millennials at? Why aren't you guys running? Why don't you guys shake up the stratosphere? I think you guys can do it. What do we got to lose? Some bleach in your system? Can't we do that? I use it all the time. What do we got to lose? Millennials? Where are you guys at? You guys are in your 20s. My oldest son is 27. He'll be 28. But we need you guys to start stepping up. They skipped over my generation completely. Just think, I wasn't even a elected official, and I got over $500,000 of stuff done by advocating, but I can't seem to get a bathroom for the park that's used predominantly by my Hispanic neighbors. And Shalinda, I know you guys run, but we got to get you guys elected. We got to get you guys paying attention to what's going on. And this is how they do it. They give you these bullshit jobs, and they say, and then, these jobs are so terrible that you got to work another job just to pay your basic living wages. And now you guys are seeing the fruits of your labor mean nothing. Zero. A non-citizen gets as many benefits as you do. So why work? Why do that? It's sad. This used to be such a beautiful, beautiful city. It really did. And I'm even talking after the base closed. We need to shake up the political system. And the only way we're going to do that is by bringing in new leaders. LaDonna Jimson is older than I am. We know that. And I'm 50. I just turned 50. I could be LaDonna's son. Why would we think she has any new ideas? She didn't have any ideas the first time. I challenge anybody out there to go and ask LaDonna, what is she going to do for District 1? What is her platform? We don't want any more warehouses. What is your plan? How are you going to stop that in District 1? Shalinda says, I talked to a constituent who was black that truly believed that his kids were no better than warehouse jobs. Well, that's a testament to the father now, isn't it? I mean, what parent actually thinks their child ain't shit? Both of my sons are college graduates. And they can do whatever they want. I mean, I never told them by having a degree that's going to, guarantee them success in life. I have several degrees, as you guys already know that. If it wasn't for a military career, I don't think I would make it. I'd be like a lot of you guys, working 2 and 3 jobs just to make a mortgage. And I don't want that for Moreno Valley. I tried to tell you guys, we could bring in better jobs. But no. Oh, we're going to vote for LaDonna because, she's, popular and, she's popular. Well, what is she going to do for you guys? Well, I don't know. I just know she's in the community a lot and she gives out this and she's with this group and she can speak Spanish and, LaDonna's just, I don't know. I just want to vote for her. She's a friend of mine. Really? Did you know that friend of yours was a former bank robber? Did you know that? I mean, it's already been talked about. People say, you shouldn't bring that up. No, let's get that out there because I guarantee you Victoria Baca is going to run on that against her. So get it out there. I've challenged LaDonna to come on this show. I challenged all of the candidates to come on this show. Well, we know for a fact the Highland Four will never come on this show. We know that. And if your elected officials don't want to come on a public show, what does that tell you about your elected official? What are they afraid of? You know? Byron says, I wish I could have ran into you 15 years sooner. Hey, man, we're just getting older, man. I was around. I was in and out, but I was around. Exactly. Shalinda says, she's done it. I'm harmless. I mean, if you're afraid of tough questions, why are you running? If you're afraid of adversity as a leader, which a leader will face, why are you running? You know, I remember when I started this show, after I had lost the recall, which I would have won if we'd known that LaDonna was a bank robber, because there was only me and her. So, and when I say that, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying overwhelmingly everybody would have voted for me. No, that is not what I'm saying. There was only two choices. If Victoria Baca got recalled, it was either you vote for me or LaDonna. And unfortunately, everybody voted for LaDonna because it's the name you know. LaDonna is somebody I know, this new black guy. I've never seen him before. You know, he says he's been here forever, but we've never seen him. Why the hell would I be seen around in my mom's group of friends? LaDonna is old enough to be my mother. Why would I be running in those circles? So anyway, I started this show so that you guys could really think about some of these candidates and some things you might not know. As you guys see, I'm the IE informer. A lot of people say, what does that mean? That means I'm going to tell on your ass if I got some goddamn paperwork. And I'm going to look for it. I'm telling. You damn right. If you see my Facebook logo, it's a capture of Tom on the phone like he's dropping dime on people. That's what I do. And don't get me wrong, I ran twice, and the people have made their decision. This is what they want. And just like I knew when I told LaDonna she needed to step down, and her hubris was so great that she said, oh no, I'm not going to step down. And she got beat. Of course, the vote was split too. I mean, that's when they throw in everybody in there and then they split the vote. So now, instead of having 3-2, it's 4-1. Nice job, Democratic Party and Raiding Heirs and her daughter, Nina and whatever. You guys are doing a great job with the Democratic Party in Moreno Valley. But ask yourself this, you guys, that support LaDonna Jimson here in District 1. Why won't she come on the show? I mean, all I got to do is zoom her in. She can do it right from her house. You know, Nyron's telling you. I did not. He goes, I was slaved in warehouses. He's been in warehouses, but now they're automated. And so what I'm telling you, Nyron, is it's just a matter of time before they automate the whole damn thing. I've seen completely automated warehouses. But ask yourself that. Why won't LaDonna come on the show and answer my questions? Once my questions are answered, I have nothing else to say. But, you know, a lot of people ask me, well, we got to get behind her. We got to support her. No, we don't. No, we don't. Voting is a transaction. I'm not going to support somebody that I happen to know isn't going to do jack shit. I'm not going to do it. Sorry. What is your platform, LaDonna? Right now, all I could care about is my district because we're up. I want to know what LaDonna Jimson is going to do different than Victoria Baca. Now, I'm going to give her a hint. If she wants my vote, I'm going to put a bathroom in Adrian Mitchell Park. Got my vote. I'm going to stop the warehouses in District 1. There will be no more warehouses in District 1 as long as I'm the council member. Got my vote. What about the corruption, LaDonna? I'm going to drop dime and get proof and get it to the state attorney general. For those guys on the podcast, hey, thank you guys for joining me. I will be ranting and raving again next week. Check me out then. We'll see you guys. So